Jeff, you and I have interviewed a lot of people, and when we're talking in big rooms, we realize that the challenge most of the time is just the mindset. It's like, I can't do that. Or where do I start? I just don't believe I actually have the time. I've got something sexy for you that I didn't tell you about.
Oh gosh.
You ready?
I'm bracing myself.
All right, Google. Google announced last week, they announced on the 18th that they're changing their search engine. So it's going to work a little differently. And that's pretty big news. I'm trying to look for the article now. I found the Social Media Today article, but that didn't go in depth like the other one. Here's what the title is. Google announces new search updates, which will put more emphasis on content depth. And I'm like, whoa. And here's how they explain it. This is directly from Google. This is word for word. I found it. It says, for example, if you search for information about a new movie, you might have previously seen articles that aggregated reviews from other sites without adding perspectives beyond what's available elsewhere. This isn't very helpful if you're expecting to read something new. With this update, you'll see more results with unique, authentic information, so you're more likely to read something you haven't seen before. How awesome is that, dude? That to me is really cool.
Yeah, can you try to articulate that in layman's terms about what you think that means?
Yeah, so here's the problem I think they're targeting. A lot of companies, media companies, would, for instance, just grab things from Twitter or, like they said, movie reviews, and when they would just compile them, title them, compile them, and then that would be the article, right? So then they would get eyeballs and you would search it and be like, oh, this is relevant, this is cool, title. What they're saying is that's not going to rank as high anymore if that information doesn't come with deeper information about each of those pictures or each of that information. So for instance, you and I have, what do we have? Drunk on Social. We've got, let me log in right now so I can see it. We've got our blog site. It's called 100 Proof Blogs, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm taking a look at it. And this is a perfect example because I was reading it this morning. Miggs wrote one about the map to creating your own content calendar. And first of all, great job, Miggs. He just grabbed the information from SEMrush. Mm-hmm. So he could have just grabbed that, took a picture, put a title on it, and done. But no, he actually took time to write all of this new content on the top. You see that? Mm-hmm. And then he reused their 14 things. And then he summarized it with a conclusion. That's what Google is going to reward more, in comparison to people just putting shit up that just duplicated from somewhere else and then piecing it together. Because Google's like, hey, we don't want you to piece shit together. We do that all day. We want you to give original content and advice. In your own words. You got it. That's it.
Yeah, and then linking back, which is really easy, but at the same token, and by the way, let me just go ahead and stack on there and say how pretty cool we are. Then we also take that same blog article, put it into a script, and then shoot a video, which is also multiplying our reach because some like to read, some like to watch. And that's what you're really shooting for. So my question to you is this. I'm listening to this. A lot of our audience is real estate professionals, but there might be some other business owners out there. If they're thinking to themselves, all right, yeah, how in the hell am I going to be able to build this into my day? I'm already so busy. How seriously am I supposed to execute this?
Yeah, I think that's where you either have to decide to hire a virtual assistant of your own that has the experience. You can either hire us to do it for you. We have a team that does that, or you can do it on your own too. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of work. It just takes blocked time to be able to do this. And I think the right mindset. Jeff, you and I have interviewed a lot of people, and when we're talking in big rooms, we realize that the challenge most of the time is just the mindset. It's like, I can't do that. Or where do I start? I just don't believe I actually have the time. And when we break it down into, hey, it really only takes 2 hours a week to do this well and consistently, I think people just need to understand that it actually takes that block time for you to write down, do the research, and then, like Jeff said, turn it around, read it, and now you have video content. Mm-hmm. That's it. So It's a mindset issue. It always comes down to a mindset issue.